Welcome to the tech. We would love now to introduce a wonderful band, a local guy, all the way from Toronto. We're excited to have him. He's going to come out and say a few words and then start the show off. So Aymar, come on out, buddy.
We're breaking protocol here because normally if you're playing out of town with the full band, etc., you build mystique, but I know everybody here, for the most part. So I figured I would override the idea of an intro and come out and introduce people myself, because I know them best. And the way we're going to do this tonight is have a good friend of mine, Jenny Ty, who's a blues piano player and singer. She's like the killer, Jerry Lee Lewis reincarnated, and a young female. And our mutual publicist put us together in Memphis, and we've been friends ever since and touring together. And she writes great songs, and she's going to open up solo for 4 tunes. We're going to come out and play as a band, take a little break, and then my other touring friend, Sarah Featherstone, is going to come out and treat you with some harp, but she rarely performs anymore, only for special occasions, so I had to basically demand that she brought this part of the show up to the Sioux, so it's a special thing. If you like joining music, so that's it. Jenny Ty.
How's everybody doing? I can't see any of you, but I hope you can see me. I'm going to start off with a love song I wrote. This is called So Lovely. The way you talk to me got me ready for your sweet kiss. And your company blindsided dumped. I didn't know that was funny. I'm okay, thanks for asking. So you told me that you are leaving me for good. 'Cause you needed, oh, you needed time on your own. Well, pretty baby, you sweet, sweet baby, won't you tell me who's that girl on your arm? I used to write you love notes, and I used to laugh at all of your really bad jokes. I did. Used to bring you joy day and night. I love you, boy. Pretty baby, you sweet, sweet baby, won't you tell me who's that girl on your arm? How can I forget them? Let me drop my eyes. How could I regret those sweet summer nights? How can I ever recognize, oh, that you were telling me lies? Oh, can she sing your favorite song? Can she make you smile all day long? I'd trade the world if you could see that I'm the one for you, honey. Well, pretty baby, you sweet, sweet baby, won't you tell me who's that girl? Who's that girl? Oh yeah, who's that girl on your arm? On your arm, on your arm, on your arm. Thanks, I had to get that out. Well, I'm gonna do something less Jerry Lee Lewis for this tune. The weekend that Jake mentioned, where we met in Memphis, we were down there for a music conference, and I got a really nasty phone call over the weekend from my mom letting me know that my grandma had passed away. So I up until I wrote this song, I was feeling pretty dark and heavy over it. So this song is it's from my mom, and it's about my grandma. But some things you need to know about my grandma for this song to make sense is that she lived until she was 90, and she lived on the family farm, which is in the bend of the North Saskatchewan River. And the farm is still running strong. It's been handed down to a couple more generations. And she loved the spring, so every spring I feel her presence everywhere, and she would invite me over to do these exciting things like watch the ice melt and watch the flowers bloom. She's also a massive fan of happy hour. She discovered happy hour when she was 80, and she was out for lunch with my mom and was like, "Hey, what's happy hour?" And my mom's, "Well, she drinks." And then Grandma goes, well, let's have happy hour on the farm every hour. So Grandpa got into the business of making wine, and Grandma got into the business of pouring wine. And yeah, it was a beautiful thing. So this song is called Sweet Jenny, and because she was who I was named after. The angels have never been as happy as they were in February. They gained another for happy hour. And choir rehearsal turned to laughter. The angels have never been as happy as they were in February. When those gates open wide, they got them blue eyes. And when the ice melts upon the river's bend, and hummingbirds sing their praise of glory, the flowers bloom in the late sunset, I'll be seeing you, sweet Jenny. Yes, I'll be seeing you, sweet Jenny. The angels have never been as lucky as they were in February. From the farm to the stable, well, them childlike charms join the table. Oh, well, the angels have never been as lucky as they were in February. When those blue eyes shone through the fields of cloud, the angels have got you now. And when the ice melts upon the river's bend, and hummingbirds sing their praise of glory, and the flowers bloom in the late sunset, I'll be seeing you, sweet Jenny. Yes, I'll be seeing you, sweet Jenny. I'll be seeing you, sweet Jenny. Thank you. You guys are a tough crowd. Well, I'm gonna do one more before the hometown hero comes out with the full band, and I'm so excited to be playing with and for Jay. He's super inspiring. But before that, I'm gonna do one more. This is anybody here know the bar Blues on White in Edmonton? Wow, that's more than I expected. Two more than I expected. Well, I'm from Edmonton, and that's been my local, blues bar that I've spent many hours at. And so it's this 104-year-old building that's inside of an old hotel called the Commercial Hotel, And they had a birthday party last year, so I wrote a song for my favorite bar in Alberta. This is called The Kami Hotel. Wanna hear the hottest boogie in town? Let's go down the street to the commercial hotel. It's open every night when the sun goes down. You can jive, shake, do the mess around. Grab a drink, tight, let's step well. Let's go jam down the Kami Hotel. Everyone's about to blues on white. All crazy cats get in that night. The music is pumping, dance floor's packed. You can always find Mary Jane out back. Cats got me shaking, the trumpets on the bell. Let's go dancing down the Kami Hotel. Everyone's about to blues on white. All crazy cats get in that night. The music is pumping, dance floor's packed, and you can always find Mary Jane out back. Cats got me shaking, the drummers on the bell. Let's go dancing down the Kami Hotel. Thank you so much. Let's have a big hand for poet, songwriter, inspirational road warrior of the century, hometown hero Aymar.
Not too shabby, eh? Make sure you bring her back to town. This is a song I wrote for my nieces and nephews many years ago at the request of my sister Jan. She said, "Why don't you write a children's song?" And I haven't sung this in a long time, but you're going to help me out. Sound guy Mike is from, well, he married a girl, one of the, who makes the maple syrup? The Gilbertsons. Sorry, Mike. He married a Gilbertson. And so we did a set list change. I'm going to sing a song called Apple Pickin' for all the Islanders. So you know what to do if you're a Terrio out there. The band's going to show you what to do. We'll just watch it go like this. I'll scream apple pickin', you scream apple pickin' back. You all right? I remember being just a skinny lad, spending all of my summers with my mom and my dad at our camp on the island in the North Channel, where the pies are made of apples, man, the sheets are made of flannel. It's Sunday afternoon, let's get the baskets ready. Call up Uncle Bill, Aunt Marie, Jim, and Betty. We'll pack a little lunch, we'll change our Sunday clothes, and then we'll head out to the country where the apple trees grow. We were apple picking under the big blue skies. We were apple picking for making those apple pies. We were apple picking, didn't matter the kind. We were apple picking, boy, it was a real good time. Pick some apples, sir. True story. We drive around the island till we found a couple trees. We'd jump a bunch of fences and we'd scrape a couple knees. Uncle Bill would always stop and pick some berries on the way. She'd put to our pancakes the very next day. Go out on a limb, son, learn to take a chance. There's a bunch of ripe Macintosh hanging off that branch. Rattle that limb and shake 'em on down. And what we don't catch, we'll pick 'em off the ground. And we were apple picking under the big blue skies. We were apple picking while making those apple pies. We were apple picking. Didn't matter the kind. We were. Boy, it was a real good time. Yeah, well, now that I'm older, I buy my apples from the store, but they don't look much like those apples from before. They're covered in wax, they got stickers on the side, and I don't see holes where the worms used to hide. And now I go home, I got a brand new mission. I take a little drive, I do a little fishing. The paths to the trees, well, they become a little wider, and now I pick my apples for making apple cider. Apple picking, let me hear you. Under the big blue skies, we were making those apple pies, and we were. It didn't matter the kind, we were. I said, oh boy, it was a real good. Well, there's a whole lot of little Ethel Mermans in this house here tonight. That's for Mike, who just officially became an Islander. Good luck, man. You're gonna need it. All right, well, that was a set change. So we're gonna sing a song I wrote about Don Cherry here. It came about in the strangest way. I was down in North Carolina with this girl I was seeing down there on and off for a few years named Lois, and we had a sports bar by her place, and I had them always bring up the Saturday night hockey feed like a good hoser, but it was in a NASCAR bar. So I found myself with the arduous task of trying to explain to American NASCAR fans who Donald Trump was. They know who he is. Who Donald Cherry was. That's an easy one. They couldn't explain that to me if they tried. But anyway, there I was, and throughout the explanation and describing he just lost his wife, Rose, and throughout that explanation, I noticed that Don felt sad in Coach's corner, and he was wearing the rose. He was talking about her and her foundation, and all the symbols came quickly to me just through this discussion about him. And I went home and I wrote this song in about 30 minutes, and she thought it was so good, she thought we should sing it onto a cassette. That's how old this was. This is back when the Leafs made a playoff run. So we came home and we mailed it, and 2 weeks later, I got a call at 8 in the morning, and it was Don Cherry, but it was so early for me. I thought it was my friend Jim from Ottawa calling and putting on a Don Cherry voice. That's for sure I did, because he was pretty good at it. So my first words to Don, I heard, hello, is this J. Aymar? And my first words to him were, F off Jim. Then he started laughing, and I knew it was him. And he said, "Thank you very much for writing this song. It really touched my children and the family." And he has since written 4 really nice handwritten letters, one even to my father to thank for his service in the war. So as far as trying to take a chance on somebody and humanize them, I'm glad I did, because he proved himself to be a pretty good guy. This is the song that I had Ian Tyson cover, so it's called My Cherry Colored Rose. They said I was a tough man. I had mouths to feed. Majoring in the minors, I was selling cars, Rose. You helped me believe. You'd say, "Come on, Don, put your game face on. You can make it if you try." No one really knows how much I've cried since my cherry-colored rose has died. Hey, I'm a cold and blue is missing you. Hey, I'm a cold and blue is missing you. Seems like every time you put me in the corner, baby, then they watch me fight my way back out. They watch me take the offensive and then defend what I'm talking about. You're the only one who really knows I love you, Rose. I love you, Rose. Baby, it seems the Russians only rush and the Czechs don't check. Canadian boys aren't politically correct, don't you think so? It's not for the money and it's not for the fame. I love this country, Rosie, and I love this game. Come on, Don, put your game face on. You can make it if you try. No one really knows how much I've cried since my cherry-colored rose has died. Hey, I'm a cold and blue is missing you. All right, you got this. I'm cold and blue is missing you. You ready? Hey, I'm a cold and blue is missing you. All right, just you this time. You ready? Here you go. Hey, I'm a Sideshow Joe. You can't miss him. They said I was a tough man. I had mouths to feed. So anyway, what's been happening around town? What have I missed? Must be a slow night. I had to make sure I scheduled this when there wasn't a Hounds game or I would have been sunk, man. Been through that one before. Well, I don't know, Mike. I have it all turned up and everything. I'm using the other guitar, the pretty one. So there you are. He's quick. Well, how about this band I brought home here for you all? Yeah. Joe and myself, we had a drummer. We were thinking about bringing the drummer, and it didn't work out that way. And now we're like kind of a weird ABBA. There's more girls than guys, but we're not complaining. We're not complaining. Well, this probably took place about 10 years ago now. Way time's flying by. Maybe a little longer. I met her in the most pretentious way. At a Starbucks, the corner of Yonge and Eglinton in Toronto, where all the waspy kids moved to, because you're told that's safe. And she was typing away in her Mac, and I had an old HP, you know. And I noticed she was writing a short story. I'm not one to just kind of barge into people's personal spaces, but she was a cute little pixie-haired girl writing a short story, and that got my attention. So I mustered up all of my confidence and said, what are you writing? About 6 months later, we decided to cohabitate. I can tell you that now, because my dad's not here. And it basically turned into a bad Woody Allen movie. We became the poster children for the reason that two creative people should never share the same space. And one day she asked me to critique her short story called The When We Tribe. And the When We Tribe was when she grew up in South Africa. Their 4 brothers and sisters. And the parents said we had to leave because the revolution is starting and things are getting heavy. So we packed up the kids and they moved to the cultural epicenter of Canada, Markham. And they would sit around the dinner table every Sunday and say, remember when we did this and remember when we did that and how beautiful it was back in South Africa. So I critiqued the short story. The next morning I woke. She said, what did you think of it? For some reason I decided to be the truth teller. It's like, how do I look in this dress? You look beautiful, dear. What did you think of it? I said, oh, it's a little bit too long. Needs some tightening up in the middle. And the ending's a little weak. Now all 5'3" of her rosined up her spine. And suddenly she was as big as the CN Tower. Took 5 steps back toward the apartment door. Folded her arms, looked at me, opened the door after she unfolded her arms and said, after all the times I've lied about your shit songs, so my insecurities got the best of me. I crawled into bed and I wrote this song to grovel my way back into her heart. The relationship lasted about 2 weeks after that, so maybe it's not the best song I've ever written. Here we go. There's something about the way you laugh, gonna capture it in a photograph. Shrink it down to a wallet size. With a flick of the wrist, I'm looking in your eyes. Got your doubts? That's okay. Do your thing, I'm gonna love you anyway. Baby, you're a dime breed, you're an open book, you're an easy read. Tell you what I'd like to do, but tonight it all comes down to you. Got your doubts? That's okay. Do your thing, I'm gonna love you anyway. Tell me something you think I don't know. Where did we come from? Where will we go? When your happy gets happy, that's a beautiful thing. The sun comes out, the angels sing a heavenly song about your big old heart. It beats so loud, you're tearing me apart. You got your doubts, that's okay. Do your thing, I'm gonna love you anyway. Me? I thought you'd never ask. This old world's got nothing on me. I close my eyes and I fall asleep. I dream you're lying by my side. Come over here, let me hold you tight. You got your doubts, that's okay. Do your thing, I'm gonna love you anyway. Do your thing, I'm gonna love you anyway. Do your thing, I'm gonna love you anyway. She still dumped my sorry ass. All right. We're good? You can hear this out here? Beautiful. Well, it's nice to be playing home in the Siouxland, I tell you. Really, every year we come back, yeah. Well, here's a song about a cross-Canada road trip. It starts off in the East Coast and winds up in the with Waldy and Salt Spring Island. That's all you need to know. Yeah. So the band's going to show you how you do this one. It started as a result of another girl saying, "You're not leaving again on tour a month out before Christmas, are you?" And this is how I answered her. So in this song, the troubadour is constantly trying to call back home and let her know that he's alive. And the Abercrombie Zombies here are going to show you what to do. It's like a call and response thing. You got this. I know you got it. I'm overtime.
I'm overtime.
I'm in demand.
I'm in demand.
Give me a sign.
Give me a sign.
I'll be your man.
I'll be your man.
I'm overtime.
I'm overtime.
I'm in demand.
I'm in demand.
Give me a sign.
Give me a sign.
I'll be your man.
I'll be your man.
You got that? Just you hold on. I'm overtime. I'm in demand. Give me a sign. I'll be your man. That'll do. One more enthusiasm. I don't feel much like leaving. You don't want me to go. And your tamaracks on needling your beauty in this snow. And I'll see you soon at Christmas. I love that holiday. How you gonna miss me if I won't go away? I'm overtime.
I'm overtime.
I'm in demand.
I'm in demand.
Give me a sign.
Give me a sign.
I'll be your man.
I'll be your man.
Drinking doubles on the rock. And I washed up on the shore. You shoved me off the dock for a show in Labrador. And I threw LaBelle Provence down the corridor. I made it into Montreal to play the Yellow Door. I'm overtime.
I'm overtime.
I'm in demand.
I'm in demand.
Give me a sign.
Give me a sign.
I'll be your man.
I'll be your man.
I know sometimes you love me, sometimes you love me not. And I'm trying to keep my cool, but baby, you're so hot. And I'll see you soon at Christmas. A happy holiday. How you gonna miss me if I won't go away? I'm overtime.
I'm overtime.
I'm in demand.
I'm in demand.
Give me a sign.
Give me a sign.
I'll be your man.
I'll be your man.
Yeah. Babe, I was caught out in the rain. I was stuck behind a bus. I was waiting for a train. And I'm riding on this rocket down to Bloor and Jane. I got one more show to go now, and I'll be home again. I'm overtime.
I'm overtime.
I'm in demand.
I'm in demand.
Give me a sign.
Give me a sign.
I'll be your man.
I'll be your man.
Well, Johnny Cash was close, yeah, but it's not really true. I think life is easy for a town named Sioux. You take a batch of water sauna, you catch a rainbow in the falls. I'm heading across a ditch, I'm playing 9, hold my calls, I'm overtime.
I'm overtime.
I'm in demand.
I'm in demand.
Give me a sign, Sarah. I'll be your man.
I'll be your man.
Now, my brother Dave heard the next line of this song and said, "You gave a pint of blood in Winnipeg and Regina shut you out." He said, "You guys are so broke, you had to give a blood to the blood bank?" I said, "No, we fell asleep backstage at the Winnipeg Folk Festival, and the dinosaur mosquitoes ate us alive." I gave a pint of blood in Winnipeg, Regina shut me out. I headed west to figure out what four strong winds was all about. Pincher Creek, Alberta, I was higher than a kite, and I wound up at a roundup with cowboy poets that same night. I'm overtime.
I'm overtime.
I'm in demand.
I'm in demand.
Give me a sign.
Give me a sign.
I'll be your man. Well, from the Rockies up to Yellowknife, and then back among the trees, I met some Dodgers driving Westies. They were eating Vietnamese. And then down among the islands where some hippie got me stoned, I can see Japan from my front door. I'm pale and coming home. I'm triple time. I'm out of tune. Give me a sign, baby. I'm over the moon. 2, 3, 4. Don't feel much like leaving. You don't want me to go. And your tamaracks are needling your beauty in this snow. And I'll see you soon at Christmas. I love that holiday. Oh, how you gonna miss me if I won't go away? At the end of that song, wherever you're playing in Canada, especially, they say, what's a Batchewana sauna? And where can you catch a rainbow in the falls? They think it's a real rainbow. I mean, once this music career goes belly up, as they say in the fishing world, I want a job in the Sault Ste. Marie Tourism Department. You owe me one, man. Well, here's real specific. So we tailored the whole set tonight. We were sitting there and playing songs we haven't really sung a lot of these days, but some of them we have. So I really curated a Sault Ste. Marie themed night out of about the 100 songs I've written. This next one is really specific to our gang. We were Terrios, and father was an Aymar from the East Coast, and you heard that already, but we all kind of settled up in the wartime houses up in Monterey Gardens, and a lot of people from Monterey here. So normally I have to explain this song, but I'm just going to let it fly here. Other than the fact that I want to dedicate it to my cousins Frankie Terrio, Janine Terrio, and an old friend, Greg Bolin. They're watching this concert. Time night in Nowhereville, the rink floodlights, they're flooding the hill. The West End gang, the Monterey crew, you cover him, I'll cover you. Old man Churchill fought the war for his house up on this hill. He left his back inside the mill. Some nights you'd hear him say, I love Monterey.
Shuffle those sticks, assemble your lines. I'll be 4, I'll be 9. The West End girls are here for the show. I'll be Phil, who's Tony O. Julie's sister, she wasn't right, and they locked her up inside. She was showing in grade 9. Some nights you'd hear her say, I hate Monterey. Ollie, Ollie, all come free. Open up your eyes and dream with me in Monterey. My brother Tom woke me up at 5. He told me heroes, they never survive. You know I hate to see you cry. Late last night, Lennon died. That's right, Craig. My cousin Frankie, he fought with fire. Janine fought for her life. And Greg, he gave his away. The spirit is here to stay in Monterey. Another anytime night in Nowhereville. No, I'm really playing to the hometown crowd here. I don't know if that's fair. Well, Mom made it to 90. She died on Mother's Day. You're allowed to cheer. That could be taken out of context, but you were cheering the fact she made it to 90, and that's cool. That's right. So yeah, you know, there was 8 of us, and Mom always talks about growing up. Grandpa Eli owned the pool hall, Gore Street there beside the Princess, and Mom said when they were quite young in the Depression, her and her best friend Jackie Wall would go and collect bread bags, and if you collected 10, they'd give you a dime, and the dime would get you into the Shirley Temple movie. I always thought that was a cool story. So as a result of that, Mom became a real dedicated follower of the old-time movies, and we were all raised that way. We called the Leonard Maltin TV guide the Bible in our house. Anybody that knows us that well would always come over and see there's the little bit of a bat cave going on, and we'd usually be watching a movie of some sort recommended by my mother. So she never was an actress, but she had that Irish side to her and was just a really, really good person, and I miss her. And the song hasn't been really played since she passed, so I'm going to give my best at doing it tonight. The song I wrote for her. Let's see if we can get through this one. I added 4 lines to the end of it, so it's called Always in Her Dreams. Madeline was a cute girl. She liked center stage. When she was a younger girl, she acted older than her age.
She was always filled with confidence, bursting at the seams. Garbo and Hepburn, always in her dreams. 19 was a young age for living on the road, missing the boys and the dances before her seeds were sown. And her mind would always wander home, as it happens in one's teens. Garbo and Hepburn, always in a dream. She'd throw another broken heart to the pile of shattered dreams. Her boulevard was fading fast, just like the silver screen. She took a bit role, two-bit uptown play, dramatized the life and times of a girl who'd lost her way. And this girl was set adrift at sea, a place she'd never been. Garbo and Hepburn, always in a dream. She'd play the wife and the mother in her finest role. She'd never win an Oscar, yet she played with so much soul. She was filled with four-star memories of Crawford and Norma Jean. Garbo and Hepburn, always in a dream. So throw another broken heart to the pile of shattered dreams. Her boulevard was fading fast, just like the silver screen. Went to church every Sunday, contemplate her age. She knew the curtain would be falling soon, 'cause all the world's a stage. And she prayed that in another world she would play the queen. Garbo and Hepburn, always in a dream. Her legacy is remembered now, family and friends. Her monologue in the final hour was a fight until the end. And the days he takes the final bow by her epitaph, which reads, may Garbo and Hepburn be always in your dream. Thank you. That's for Madeline.
Well, we're gonna leave you on a happy note here, man. I know what it's like. I've been to these theater gigs. You're sitting there, you're 2 beer in, now you're jonesing. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more here and let you have a break. We're gonna come out. We're gonna hear Sarah brought her harp, and then we're gonna play another set for you, and then everyone's gonna go to work hungover tomorrow. All right, well, this one started being stuck in Toronto traffic, a place you don't want to be, and I looked up from my windshield and I saw a bunch of young guys crossing the street with cell phones welded to their hands, and a few of them on their black hooded jerseys that said Abercrombie and Fitch. They had their hoodies pulled over their heads. They looked like zombies staring at these phones. I thought, Abercrombie zombie. That's what they are. They're probably texting each other side by side. That's how bad it's got. So I started thinking about this girl in the East Coast. More about her in the second set. And I wanted to see her. How we could only text each other. It's ridiculous. There's chaos down on Main Street. They're walking around like drones. These Abercrombie zombies, they're staring at the phones. Their thumbs are doing something, and they're bowing to the street. And you take that needle from their arms, you'll find a dog in the heat. And it's cold in this place. There's a fire in the sky. I need to see your face. Tune out, turn on, drop out. I heard it on the radio, I saw it on the news. The medium keeps on marching, but the message has the blues. Shout it from the mountaintops, I tell you who I am. Your fiber optic filters turn my protests into spam. And it's cold in this place. There's a fire in the sky. I need to see your face. Tune out, turn on, drop by. And I need to have you near me. I need to feel your skin. Baby, can you hear me? Lover, let me in. Dictator is falling, there's freedom in the streets. I haven't found a feather, but I heard a million tweets. This genie left the bottle back in 1984. Now someone tells me Oceana still went in the war. And it's cold in this place. There's a fire in the sky. I need to see your face. Tune out, turn on, drop by. And I need to have you near me. I need to feel your skin. Baby, can you hear me? Lover, let me in.
around like drones. These Abercrombie zombies staring at the phones. Their thumbs are doing something, and they're bowing to the street. And you take that needle from their arms, you'll find a dog in heat. And it's cold in this place. There's a fire in the sky. I need to see your face. Tune out, turn on, draw by. Tune out, turn on, draw by. Tune out, turn on, draw by. Give it up for the Abercrombie Zombies. We'll be back in about 20 minutes, all right? Thanks.